What's going on, my friends? Coach Matias coming at you here from my office. I actually usually make my videos at home, but I also have a little office away from the house. The main reason sometimes I don't get as much done at the house and I get a lot more done here at the office. Just kind of how it works sometimes. So anyways, quick video today. I'm going to do two parts. I'm going to do kind of in-person part, and then you're going to see the video transition, and I'm going to go behind the screen here and I'm giving you guys a little bit of social media, some video marketing, some stuff that pretty much I've been doing for the last 10 years. Since the Myspace days. I got started back in 2006. I was at a gas station. A friend of mine came up to me and said, "Hey, you should, check this out. Come to the hotel meeting." I met this guy. He's 30. We were 18 years old at the time. This guy was 30, and driving his yellow Lamborghini. And we were at the Sheraton in Sacramento, California, off of Highway 50 and Sunrise Boulevard, just down the street from where I grew up. And I went to this hotel presentation, and I walked in. Everyone's dressed up nicely, and they were talking about creating residual income and creating a lifestyle and living your dreams and doing kind of whatever you want when you want. Because of this business, you can create leverage and you can create income, unlike having a job, or sometimes even going out and starting a regular business could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're not going to see a huge return on your money for many years to come. Plus the time. Think about it. If you have a full-on establishment, you got to go there every single day. You got to manage employees. You have workers' comp. There's a huge list of things that go against you when you're building a traditional business. Not that it's a bad thing, right? Because we want small businesses, but not everyone wants to start a small business. Not everyone wants to invest in a small business. So the micro businesses, what we're doing, products from startups from $500 to $1,000. Okay, that's the new age of business. And with the power of social media, video, and content, there's no better opportunity to be involved right now in the direct selling network marketing space. But in this training, I want to share with you guys why some people are successful and why some people are not. Well, most people, first of all, when you get approached or prospected into a direct selling network marketing company, you're most likely going to want to join the business and build a business the way that you were exposed. So if you're doing a bunch of cold marketing, most of the people that you bring into the business are thinking, well, that's probably how I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to send text messages and make cold calls to people that I don't know. And that may work, and it does work, but how you sponsor people and how you bring them in is how they're gonna wanna duplicate, right? Same thing with home meetings. I found out from a good friend of mine here, he was talking about, 94% of the people out there are scared of public speaking. So home meetings, sure, there might be one great speaker in that house, but does everyone else have those characteristics and those qualities? And do they wanna build a business from, living room to living room to living room? There's nothing wrong with that, but just keep that in mind when you're building. So what's actually really working out there, right? There's just so much on the internet. There's just so much stuff out there. You got a group of people out there that are selling you information on lead captures and all this stuff to become an attractor, marketer, and all that. And that's great. Then you have a group of people that are kind of old school marketers that are coming into the online world that have huge organizations. So all of a sudden they kind of plug their organizations into their social media, and then boom, you see their social media kind of skyrocket and kind of just grow as their organization did in the offline. And then there's kind of the new age, kind of more intelligent entrepreneur, you would say, where it's like, well, I don't want to do meetings. I really don't want to sit down with people one-on-one. I just don't have the time to do that. I'm working a job. I'm working part-time. I got kids. I got family. Okay, what's the fastest way for me to go make money? Well, it's social media. And social media to me is not just Facebook, right? There's Twitter, there's Instagram, but there's also video content. And you don't have to get on video like I am right now. You can hire someone for $5 on Fiverr and have a video made. You can, make a PowerPoint presentations. I mean, there's so many things you can do with video, but social media, video, and content, the written word, those three foundations of communication really are the most powerful ways today to build your direct selling business. Now, so why are some successful at it and why are others not? Well, first of all, there is a learning curve. Okay, there's always going to be some type of learning curve when you're adding new skills to your assets, right? If, for example, or your asset of skills, right? So if you're very talented right now, let's just say you're a chef and you're really good at cooking and you've been doing that for 20 years, transitioning and learning how to do some marketing on social media and making videos and blogging and putting content out and actually building a Facebook group and connecting with people to build a business, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. It's just there is going to be a learning curve. Now that learning curve is not going to be years and years and years. It's really going to be based on how much time you're willing to put in every single day. And the internet doesn't sleep. It's 24/7. The internet doesn't sleep. So If you have time in the evenings, time in the morning, obviously I'm recording on my phone right now, or I'd show you, the phone is probably one of the most powerful tools because it's kind of your laptop in your pocket. If you have a desktop computer, you have a laptop computer, you usually spend some time on that, but most of us on the go, day to day, kids, family, work, hobbies, schedules, our phone is very powerful, and you can still connect with thousands and thousands of people out there. I mean, it's hard for me to sit back and hear people talk about, how to generate more leads and how to meet more people. Guys, there's 7 billion people on this planet Earth. There's 2 billion of them right here on social media on just one platform, right? Not including Twitter, not including YouTube, not including the overall internet. We're just talking one platform. So to really go out there and say, how to generate more leads and find more people. The people are out there. It's just a matter of, are you willing to go out there and connect with them, and how are you connecting with them makes a huge difference. So, one, that learning curve is going to, kind of differentiate people out. Either some people are going to make it, some people are going to not, right? And the difference there is, can you just stick through that grind? Can you just put yourself through a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day grind of just kind of learning and understanding some of the foundational skills that you need to know in order to build through social media, build through, YouTube, build through videos, build through, text messages, and just connecting with people, because it's hot right now. This is where most of the 6 and 7-figure earners are being created now, and most of them that are already making that kind of money, that have maybe built through meetings and presentations and home parties and one-on-ones, they're still doing that, but a lot more of their attention is coming here on social media, and that's the power behind it. Another main reason, is that just people are not consistent. Most people that I've sponsored, most people that I've met over the years, they come into the business, they treat it like a hobby, and then, by the time, a week goes by, 2 weeks, 3 weeks go by, they're not serious. They're absolutely not serious about building a business. And one of the biggest things that I think this industry has that keeps people from wanting to further pursue is that it's just a low cost of entry, that people are willing to risk $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 because they know they can make that back in their job. So I'm gonna gamble on this opportunity and just see how it works. And if it doesn't, I didn't lose as much money. Well, you have to treat this as a $30,000, $300,000, $3 million business if you actually want to get results, and you got to treat it like a business. I've never met one successful person that did not show up to their craft. All my successful friends, whether they're corporate CEOs, founders of companies, they've launched startup techs, they've launched network marketing companies, they're top earners in other network marketing companies, they've built Amazon stores, whatever it is, all my network of people, all of them are dedicated to their craft. One for one, everyone is 100% dedicated to their craft. And majority of people start with one main focus, and then they transition into 2 or 3, or they diversify once they're in a position of strength, money-wise, and time. But really, all the successful people I know, they're either, they're super successful in real estate, they're super successful in network marketing, they're super successful in starting companies, they're super successful in franchising. They're just very isolated in that one area. And that's one of the things that can be a little distracting when you come online and start to build on social media, is because you get bombarded with so much information, so much is out there, that it can be a little distracting. You're building your company that you were originally introduced to, and then before you know it, you're looking for these other magic shiny objects, thinking that there's a grass is green over here, and it's not. Maybe that person that's promoting that has been doing that for 10 years and you've only been building for 3 weeks. Well, 10 years or 3 weeks is a huge difference. We're talking 10,000 plus hours compared to maybe 50 hours in your first 3 weeks of building your business. So being consistent, stick and stay is what I like to say. It's like you plant your stake here, right? You take your stake and you plant it in the ground, and this is where I'm staying, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. And eventually, over time, people will start to buy your products. People will start to, join your business. In fact, I was on this leadership call the other day, and some of the top earners in my company were talking about how they've been so consistent on social media for the last 2-3 years. And now all of a sudden there's people that are joining their business that have been following them for 2 or 3 years and never bought anything, but they've been so consistent that the people that have been watching finally got to the time in their life where they made a decision to, hey, I want to create more income, or, I have a debt coming up, or I want to pay for some student loans, or, I want to pay my house off, or, I want to have enough money for groceries next week, or they just come to that realization. And sometimes most of us, we don't see that, right? Because, for example, I'm here in my office, and, I got the internet here, I got the computer here, I got the phone here, and I don't see all the transactions going on in the world, but they're really happening, right? And that's the power behind it, is once you understand understand that what you don't see, what you don't know is you don't know, right? But there's truly transactions, and people are buying products out there, and people are really spending time to further advance, their skills, or further advance their income, or change their lifestyle, or they want to retire. The average person right now that comes to my website is like between 24 and 50 years old, and that's prime. Like I'm 29, like I'm right in the middle of that, well, on the bottom end. But I'm going into now like my 30s and 40s, and this whole new generation of millennials and new people coming into this world of direct sales, and social media continues to grow, and more people are receptive to it, and literally you can go through people's feeds and you can see everything they've been doing. It's extremely powerful. Now, don't get me wrong though, if you're talented, let's just say you've already been in sales and marketing, you already own a successful business, there's nothing wrong with people to people selling. There's nothing wrong with sitting down with people. People come into my office here and sit down and talk. But there's still a power in the person to person, but I would never say, hey, that's the only way you should build your business, or that's the only way you're going to build your business. In fact, if I sponsor someone here in front of me today in my office, I would say, look, you can bring people into this office in groups of 2 or 3. We'll sit down with them. We'll do a little presentation on the whiteboard here, but I'm also going to share with you exactly what we're doing on social media, so you don't just have to depend on me being here and this office being available every single time for you to make your presentations or get people in front of the information, right? So Reader's little digest kind of overview of what's working. Now we're going to transition into a quick video that I'm going to give you guys here, that I'm just going to go through some Facebook groups. I'm going to go through just some basic things that you could be doing immediately right now to grow your business. If you're not in a business, reach out to me. I want to share with you exactly what we're doing. I'm in the health and nutritional industry. I don't think there's any other industry as powerful as health and wellness. Yes, there's a lot of products on the marketplace, but there are very few products that are timely proven, tested, scientific proof. And when I first got started back in 2006, I was in a telecommunications company, and I just didn't know what I was doing. I was still learning. But when I transitioned from telecommunications to my first nutritional company, that really opened me up. And at that time, it was a scanner that would measure your antioxidant free radical levels on your skin, and then we could sell products. So we'd have people sit down, we would scan their hand. Okay, they'd buy products. I mean, there's this amazing technology. It's not out there anymore. The company's still around. It's a multi-billion-dollar company that still produces high-end scientific-based products. But that was my first exposure to nutritionals, and at that time, social media was just getting started. It was like Myspace, right? And YouTube had just come out, and Google in 2004 had just launched their search engine and their algorithms, and we were just transitioning into this new tech way. And now it's like compounding into billions of people around the world on just, for example, one platform. And it gives us, the micro entrepreneur, the networker, the direct seller, the opportunity now to take a product without having to fill up our basement or fill up our garage of inventory, and leverage established companies, earn 40-50% commissions on our products. The company takes the other 50, which is totally fine. They're responsible for merchant accounts and product fulfillment and warehouses and research and development. I'll spend that money all day long. I'll give that money all day long to the company to continue innovating, moving forward, than all that being on my shoulders, and myself and 20 people having to manage hundreds of millions of dollars. I'd rather take a small percentage of that and leverage established, successful corporate leaderships, companies. Most companies that are very successful are based out of Utah. There's a reason, not just because of the community there, but also the employees and the support it takes to run those companies. It's just a culture of people there that understand how to do it, right? I'm not saying you have to be part of a company that's based out of Utah. I'm just saying that, you should just kind of read the writing on the wall and realize, like, okay, most of the billion-dollar companies are actually based out of there, and there's a reason why, right? So health and nutrition, health and wellness, super powerful industry, transforming lives in terms of, you can take a product today, take a before and after, or a before picture, take the product for 30 days, take an after, and you have results. And that alone, my friends, in the world of direct sales, network marketing, is so powerful. It's called social proof, right? Where people can come in and, if I took a Jolly Rancher here, I know it's not the healthiest, but I like them. And I took a Jolly Rancher, and all of a sudden I'm losing weight. Well, people are going to want to buy that Jolly Rancher because I'm posting results before and afters, right? So anyways, we're going to transition to the screen here. Just hold on for a second. We'll transition, and I'll continue on giving you guys kind of behind the scenes look at what it looks like to build through Facebook groups, through webinars, and what our team overall page looks like. So anyways, take care, my friends. Bye-bye. What's going on, my friends? Welcome to the kind of behind the scenes. Now we're transitioning from, you just saw me on the video, here's my screen, and we're going to go some things here on social media. Just quick little training, just give you guys some ideas, tips, just kind of an overall view of how it all kind of works first and foremost. Well, this is just my personal Facebook page here. I'm actively obviously growing my friend base. I try to do it as organic as possible. I'm not huge in going out there and just adding people because I feel like everyone else is doing that already. So how do you position yourselves differently? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to attract more friends through using other platforms and using content to get the people to come to you. But just real quick, for example, just recently just uploaded, we're doing a little 6-week metabolism makeover challenge in my specific company that I'm in, and you can see here it's a long post, but pretty much I took this from the main group and I just reposted this and looking to create engagement and looking to create results and get people signed up here and started into the business and started into the actual challenge itself. So this is just one of my main hubs here that a lot of transactions go through. In the background, I just live about 25 minutes from beautiful Lake Tahoe there, so I kind of use it as a background. This is my personal one here. Here's one of my second channel that I built, one of the first channels I built on YouTube years and years ago, got shut down. So I rebuilt a new one. This is about 3 or 4 years old, and this consistently brings in traffic and results into my business. You can see kind of just average views and the traffic that I get here. From the videos, and I have a lot more videos here as well, but from the actual videos and stuff like that is pretty powerful, right? I mean, you're talking like, well, 1 for 1, like 166 people, 432 people, 3,000 people saw that one, 201, 3.2 thousand people, 3.1, okay, thousands and thousands of people watch these videos, and it's just the power of the internet, just power of content. And you can see I don't have tons and tons of videos. I don't have thousands of videos. I just have highly targeted videos that continue to bring traffic to my social media. And this is how I've connected here. You can see right here, people can find my social media through these links as well. So that's just another hub of mine that I have here that drives social traffic back to kind of my Facebook page. You would say that's kind of my main center of doing business, right? It's kind of like having your retail office on a corner of a street with a gas station and all the business is done there. Well, that's kind of how this business works. Is I have these web properties. This is a web property here. This is a web property. My Twitter is another web property, right? People actively come through here and they click the links and they go to my pages. You can see your tweets earned 2,184 impressions in the last 20 days, so that over 2,000 people have seen my tweets. Just an example there. One of the most powerful ways right now that we're actively building our business is actually through our group here. We have several groups, but this is our main, weight loss, detox, anti-aging group. And you can see there's over 6,000 members in here, and we actively add new members into our group here when they start to challenge. But this is the power of groups. This is why people are using social media. This is why people are having success with social media, is because of power of groups. And a lot of the stuff that we post in this group, we don't actually post public. It's only available to our members, right? And I'm sharing you guys real quick. That's why I'm kind of scrolling faster through here. Not that I'm hiding anything, but just an example of what could be done and leveraging established groups, right? Instead of you going out to have to build your own group, like, this is not owned by me. I'm part of this group. It's part of my upline and our organization, and this is what we're using, and this is what I'm using to leverage. I'd rather have a group of 6,000 people than have a group of 5 right now. Why? Well, it just looks better, right? It just looks a lot more professional. If I bring you into my business right now, you're not going to a group that's empty and quiet. You're going to a group that's loud, and every single day they're posting. There's people active on there. You can connect with other people in the company. You can connect with other females or other males, and not just hear from me, but see it from other people as well. And that's very powerful. And I can show you guys as well kind of the other group that we use just in general here. This is to build our organization, and same thing, this is all our main distributors here, right? And we have a huge checklist. For example, when you come into here, we have all these certain steps, and that's the power. So instead of sending people to, a company review or a company video, we put them into this group, and then in this group there's a bunch of instructions they can follow in order to start to create success in the business, right? That's the power of it. And of course, we have a team training page here that we go through all our training videos, and we talk about events and what's working now. We talk about leads and tools, learning center, launching your business, the learning center, Facebook marketing. I mean, that's pretty much our main go-to source. But just to give you an idea, like, there's so much in place with what we're doing and with what others may be doing that you can leverage what's already in place. You don't have to go out there and create your own. You can see my Instagram here. I mean, I don't have thousands of followers, but I've built this from zero, one by one, and this number is very, very receptive to everything I post. If I message people, they're very receptive. They found my stuff. I've been very consistent, over 314 posts. I don't follow a huge amount of people. I only follow some other influential people, and you can see the type of posts I have here. My beautiful girlfriend here, our dogs, just making a fun one here. I love going to soccer games. The books I'm reading, just I can click load more here and just continue going on. And this is the power of social media and kind of the stuff that I've been using and doing for years and years to, aggressively grow my networking business without having to go out there and do the meetings and presentations. Because you'll see on Instagram and you'll see on Facebook, oh, I'm here in front of 1,000 people. Well, think about it. That 1,000 people in that room, one, we don't know how many people signed up. Number two, we don't know how many of those people are actually going to be able to duplicate gathering thousands of people into the room, right? It's a very, very long-term build. With social media, boom, right now, if I post something, it goes to 500 people, right? If I go over here to, post something to my channel, boom, it goes to 600 people right here. If I go to my Facebook, boom, it goes to 600 people here. If I go to my Twitter, right, boom, it goes to 1,000 people right there. I mean, we're talking instant numbers that you can get in front of that don't have to show up to a meeting, don't have to show up to a hotel event, don't have to show up to a Saturday morning. I'm not saying those things don't work. I think it's very, very powerful. I'd rather you show up to our company convention and our quarterly events when there's 2,000-3,000 people and we all meet in one designated city and we get to mastermind than every week having to worry about showing up to the one meeting. And it can get very tough, especially with people, your kids' schedule, your own schedule, your family, your significant other, your hobbies, your little bit of time to do what you love doing, and your business time. I mean, there's so much, and you're working 40, 50 hours a week. I mean, you got to be able to leverage technology. You got to be able to maximize what is going on on the internet right now, because if you don't, I'm not saying you're not going to be able to 10 years, but think of the advantage you have now, starting now, and where it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Then, waiting, well, I'm just going to sit back and wait and see what happens 10 years from now. No, you've already lost, right? So get yourself involved now. Now, the other thing too that I do is I do some blogging. I've been blogging for many, many years now. I'm not saying that you have to blog. I just recommend that, for example, I have this post right here. And it's, I'm teaching people how to use Instagram specifically to network marketers, and I go through this whole, training thing. And this post, for example, generates leads for me every single day, and I give this whole example. And the power of the written word, okay, you get the written word, okay, you have the power of, the phone, you have the power of social media, okay, the platforms might change, but the power of communication, the written word, connecting with people, that is always going to be the magic sauce, okay. The platforms might change, 10 years from now, it might be, I don't know, Jolly Rancher's social network or something. And everyone joins that social network, and it's a different way of communicating, right? In the next coming years, you're going to see voice search. You're going to see a lot more voice search being used in communicating as well. And one last little thing that I like to use to just kind of boost everything else I'm doing on the internet here is I don't spend a huge amount of money on Facebook ads. I test a lot of campaigns. Like right now, I'm running this video campaign or video views campaign, and you can see real quick the cost per impression. So I've spent just about $10, and about 207 people have watched that video that I have there, right? So this is very powerful, and this is something that's a little more advanced, and we do teach this stuff, but this is just something to add on top of pretty much all the free stuff that you can be doing. This is free, 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 free. All right. Now, all this put together is going to start to create results. People are going to start to ask, hey, what are you doing? Okay, tell me more about your products. Tell me more about your challenge. Okay, this is how our team and most successful direct sellers in the industry of network marketing are creating results on social media, on the internet. It's all through these 3 or 4 different platforms. I mean, there's not much else out there. I mean, obviously we can go into, like, Google, for example, and I can go into Google real quick, or I can go to Google, and people might be typing in keywords like, I don't know, what is network marketing or something, right? And you can go through here, and people can find your content. Now, keep in mind, to get your content ranked on this first page is extremely, extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. It takes time and years and months of work. So what can you do? Well, you can leverage videos, right? And let me show you a cool little trick right here. So if you go to tools, or excuse me, you go to settings, or go to tools, right? And you can look at the past week, and you can see how many people have actually loaded content around, what is network marketing. There's only one video right there. What is network marketing? Everything else has the network marketing term on it, but it's not specific to that search term, if that makes sense, right? And then you can add another space in there, and it's going to give you some ideas, right? You can go back here and, how to create income from home, for example, right? And you might search that, right? And then if we go in the past week, on YouTube, how to make a full-time income working from home. So there's a little bit more videos on that type of, search term, but it's not a huge amount, right? I mean, you can already see, I'm looking at just the title here. I'm looking at what matches closest to this, and there isn't anyone. Maybe this one right here. All the other ones are make money, make money, make money online, make money online, and that's a very, very generic niche. We're to be a little more specific, okay? Or how to grow my network. Boom, it's already there. Someone's already been typing this. Boom, you go there. Okay, let's think about it. Right now, if you created a video about this, okay, you would be in the top search results because no one else is actually ranking for this keyword right here. You can see in the past week, I'm just seeing, okay, no one else is actually targeting word for word in their title of their videos. All right, so like I said, it's just wide open. I mean, the internet is huge. That's the power of it. But just social media, just videos, and actually in my video I mentioned Fiverr. So if you go to fiverr.com, and this is a great site. For $5 you can get pretty much anything done that you need in terms of internet marketing, digital marketing. Actually, I'm gonna go on my other account. That way I can give you guys more details. But yeah, so you go in here and you go in digital marketing, right? And you can go to video marketing, for example. And you can find people that will make you videos. Just the other day I bought this little template here to kind of open up my videos. So let me see if I can show you. Oh, there it is right there. So it's just a little intro to opening my videos. Okay, I spent, I think it was like $26 for this one. Yep, there it is, $26. Get that set up, and that's because it included all these different things. Or you can do it for $5, and it includes, the minimal. But I paid $25, and I had, someone that professionally does this help me create the video. So I hope you found this training helpful, just to kind of give you a behind the scenes look of the power of social media and how you can actively grow your business. Reach out to me, leave a comment, let's connect. If you're in a different company, I'd be more than happy to share with you more insight, do some coaching to help you out and getting yourself set up. If you're looking for a company, you're looking for a product, you're looking for a team, you're looking for a community, I'm with Team Heart here. We're part of an amazing company. The company does just over $200 million a year. It's very established. I was at their quarterly convention in Denver about 3 months ago, and there's over 5,000 people there. I got to hear John Maxwell speak, and it was just very, very powerful. So I invite you either way as another networker out there to connect and mastermind. I can help you continue growing your social media. If you're looking for a business, you're looking for a mentorship, you're looking to change the quality of your life, allow myself and my team to come into and disrupt your life a little bit and help you get the results that you're looking for. So anyways, my friends, speak to you soon. Coach Matthias signing out. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.